Mr. Mansoor Awan, Attorney General for Pakistan, to address the court.
Mr. Justice Qazi Faez, Honorable Chief Justice of Pakistan, Mr. Justice Yahya Afridi, Honorable Chief Justice Designate, Honorable Judges of the Supreme Court, Mr. Farooq H. Naik, Vice Chairman, Pakistan Bar Council, Mr. Mohammad Shehzad Shaukat, President, Supreme Court Bar Association, worthy members of the bar, ladies and gentlemen. We are gathered here today to celebrate the outgoing Chief Justice Isa's completion of an illustrious judicial career spanning over 15 years. Throughout his career, Chief Justice Isa has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to constitutionalism, rule of law, democracy, and accountability. Chief Justice Isa's judicial career began rather uniquely when he was directly appointed as the Chief Justice of the Balochistan High Court. Prior to his appointment, he had securely established himself as one of the most prominent and successful litigating lawyers in the country. His commitment to public interest stood out during his 2.5 decades at the bar. In a landmark case titled Balochistan Bar Association versus Government of Balochistan, PLD 1991, Quetta 7, the young barrister Qazi Faez represented the Balochistan Bar Association to successfully challenge the Criminal Law Special Provisions Ordinance 1968. In another case titled Begum Said Qazi versus Quetta Municipal Corporation, PLD 1997, Quetta 1, Barrister Isa represented himself and his family, resulting in the Balochistan High Court directing strict compliance with the building code in the area under the jurisdiction of Quetta Municipal Corporation. During his tenure as the Chief Justice of Balochistan High Court, Chief Justice Isa rendered several notable judgments. In Muhammad Salim Khan versus Government of Pakistan, PLD 2013, Balochistan 10, for example, he upheld the prohibition on state-funded Hajj for government officials. In Nasreen Khetrani versus Government of Balochistan, PLD 2012, Balochistan 214, Chief Justice Isa emphasized the importance of the fundamental right to information under Article 19A of the Constitution and consequently directed the respondents to ensure the operation of all schools in the province and to further ensure that teachers attend schools to impart education through proper and periodical monitoring by the district education officers. In Ikramullah versus the State, PLD 2012, Balochistan 16, Chief Justice Isa demonstrated his commitment to environment by emphasizing the importance of protection of wildlife in Islamic tradition. In Gira Naz versus the State, PLD 2010, Quetta 61, and Ata Muhammad versus the State, 2010, YLR 3000, Chief Justice Isa upheld women's right to marry out of their own free will. After a 5-year tenure as the Chief Justice of Balochistan High Court, Chief Justice Qazi Faez was appointed to this apex court where he has served for a decade. During this leg of his judicial career, Justice Isa continued to serve the cause he had championed at the Balochistan High Court. In Shah Zaman Khan versus Government of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Province of Sindh versus Lal Khan Chandio, Justice Isa once again highlighted the human burden to care for the natural environment, drawing strength from Islamic sources, among others. Similarly, in a number of judgments including Muhammad Rafiq versus Ghulam Zora Mai, Laila Qayyum versus Fawad Qayyum, and Munir Hussain versus Rifat Shameen, Justice Isa protected the women's right of inheritance. In the famous Faizabad Dharna judgment, Justice Isa dilated upon the right to assembly and protest and the reasonable restrictions that may be imposed thereon. Importantly, Justice Isa noted that the right to protest is circumscribed only to the extent that it infringes on the fundamental rights of others, including their right to free movement and to hold and enjoy property. Justice Isa further held that intelligence agencies must operate within their mandate and any transgressions into the realm of politics by these agencies must be held accountable. In September last year, Chief Justice Isa took oath as the Chief Justice of Pakistan. Since then, Chief Justice Isa has exhibited extraordinary judicial leadership. Upon taking office, Chief Justice Isa called a full court meeting after a long hiatus. Under his leadership, the Supreme Court collectively decided to live stream proceedings in cases of public importance, promoting transparency and accessibility for the masses. On the judicial side, Chief Justice Issa, without wasting time, upheld the constitutionality of the Supreme Court Practice and Procedure Act 2023. In doing so, this court approved Parliament's decision to abolish the Chief Justice's absolute power to constitute benches and fix cases. This was a pivotal moment in our judicial history, and Chief Justice Issa's role in ensuring greater accountability and transparency within the judicial branch cannot be overemphasized. Another important contribution by Chief Justice Issa is his role in the conduct of general elections held on February 8, 2024. This court, under the leadership of the Chief Justice, paved the way for all stakeholders to agree on the set date for the conduct of general elections. This ensured that our country continues to tread the democratic path. There was yet another hurdle when the Lahore High Court, through order dated December 13, 2023, in writ petition 8083 of 2023, suspended notifications issued by the Election Commission of Pakistan, whereunder district returning officers and assistant returning officers were appointed. Had the suspension order of the Lahore High Court been allowed to hold the field, the general elections on February 8, 2024 would have been a virtual impossibility. Chief Justice Issa, without any delay, on 15 December 2023, suspended the Lahore High Court order and cleared the path to the general elections which were held, and our democracy was once again saved. In a nascent democracy like ours, the role of the apex judiciary is not only to preserve democratic values, but more often than not, it is to actively shield it from ever-evolving challenges. In his tenure, Chief Justice Issa saw democracy through a particularly turbulent time. Throughout his time on the bench, Justice Issa has promoted democracy, transparency, and accountability, not only generally, but also for himself and his own institution. I can say without hesitation, on the occasion of his retirement from bench, that his father, the late Qazi Muhammad Issa, one of the founding fathers of our country, would be proud. We wish him a happy retirement and hope that he will continue to serve democracy, rule of law, and constitutionalism post-retirement. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Attorney General. Now I request Mr. Farooq Hamid Naik, Vice Chairman, Pakistan Bar Council, to deliver his speech.
Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. Honorable Chief Justice of Pakistan, Justice Qazi Faez Issa, Honorable Justice Yahya Afridi, Chief Justice Designate, Honorable Judges of the Supreme Court, Mr. Mansoor Awan, Attorney General for Pakistan,